Hi, welcome back. I hope you have been able to understand how you're going to embrace your symptoms. I hope you've been able to make that list of all the sensations that you feel when you're going through a panic attack. This is a very, very important video because in this video, we are going to talk about a beautiful concept which was introduced to us by Dr. Claire Weeks in her book. And it's a very nice term called the second fear. So, in the REST acronym, the first R is for recognizing its anxiety, E is for embracing your symptoms, and S is for second fear. Be careful to not add second fear to your situation. Now, what is the second fear? When you understand what second fear is, it's going to be liberating for you. I want to tell you that you may be feeling that there's so much that I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to make a list. I'm asking you to understand how your body works. I'm asking you to sit with these uncomfortable sensations. And now I'm asking you to understand the concept of second fear, and the onus is going to be on you to not add second fear. But that's what it is. The first thing that we need to understand when we are dealing with panic attacks is that the power is in our hands. You can go to n number of physicians, everybody can give you a different prescription. You can use hacks forever, and you can live a very restrictive life if that's what you choose, where you will always want to protect yourself and live in the confines of this little safe space that you create for yourself. But if you want to break free and live a free life without the fear of panic attacks, the onus is on you. And isn't that a very freeing and liberating thought in itself? Because the power is within us, it's our body, it's our nervous system. And to know that we can heal it, we can recover, and we don't need any external help, we don't need anything else, we don't need any outside support. What is better than that? Yes, it's going to take work, it's going to take some courage, it's going to take acceptance of discomfort and leaving fear behind, being a little bit brave, and practice, practice, practice. But I didn't have to practice for years. It was just as I'm recording this, it's April 25. I fell into the cycle badly sometime a year ago. A year and a half ago was when I had my first panic attack, and it didn't click for me that I am slowly slipping into this abyss of anxiety. But last year in March 24, when I had a cardiac scare and then I fell badly into the cycle of cardiac anxiety, and here I am today sharing my teachings with you. And I wanted to do it soon because I didn't want to miss out or forget any of the things that I have learned. I wanted to share this and put it out there soon because I know when I was looking for answers, I it wasn't easy. I had to do a lot of searching around. So, yes, it may seem like you have to do a lot of work, but if again I say, if I have done it, you can do it. And I'm here to answer your queries. If you need any hand holding, I'm here to offer that support. So, coming back to S, second fear. What is this unique term called second fear? Now, the first fear is the fear is our nervous system being temporarily out of order. So, it is sensing fear randomly. That is the first fear, where you're just sitting and doing nothing, but the nervous system feels, hey, I think there is some danger lurking around. Let's pour in some stress hormones. Let's give her some symptoms of anxiety. Let's give her a panic attack just in case there is some danger around and she needs to be prepared. That is the first fear. Second fear is the fear that you feel when any of these symptoms come on. So let's say your heart is fluttering, or you're having chest pain, or you're having palpitations because of the first fear, because of the nervous system doing its thing. But then you get very worried and you start googling your symptoms, or you will go and get the blood pressure machine and check your blood pressure, or you will clip on the oximeter and check, or you will go and get an ECG done for the 20th time, or you will book consultation with your physician, or you will just go on to Google and scroll, search. All of these things that you do, I'm taking one example of palpitations itself, but all of these things that you're doing is adding second fear. Like I said, anxiety and panic attacks are the fire. When you're adding more fear, you're adding more fuel. When you're accepting, embracing, sitting with it, you're adding water. Okay. So, second fear is your resistance. Second fear is your fear that you feel towards any of these physical symptoms. Now, as a concept, simple, easy to understand, it's going to take some practice for you to recognize when the second fear is kicking in. What are your actions when the second fear kicks in? What do you then do? Like for me, I used to go and get my pressure checked because I used to think something to do with my blood pressure. My blood pressure is fluctuating. Or I would check my pulse rate. Or I would think that maybe I need to go and get one more cardiac evaluation. I think that previous doctor has missed something. Or I would just get very scared and wonder and imagine and have a lot of what ifs about my bleak future. So you need to question yourself, what are your behaviors when the second fear kicks in? What is it that you do when the second fear kicks in for you? And then you will have to be very mindful of not adding second fear. And this is not something that you will do when the panic attack comes. You will not only reserve it for panic attacks, you will do this every day. It's a daily thing. You will practice it a little bit every day. One new symptom you notice, tempted to Google, don't. It can wait. Every little thing that you notice in your body does not need to be searched on Google. Second fear, noticed. Walking and suddenly you feel a disease spell. Oh, something wrong with my brain. Tumor, vertigo, something wrong with my ear. No, you don't need to think that way. Dizziness is a very common symptom in anxiety. You can just remind yourself that. So, not adding second fear. If you have a queasy stomach, you've eaten something too much nausea, and again, nausea is very common in anxiety. I think there's something seriously wrong with my stomach. I just know it. Second fear. Now, this is all physical. It could even be something about, let's say, you have to travel somewhere tomorrow. You have seen something on the news, maybe an accident or something. You imagine, I think something can go wrong with me tomorrow. Second fear is being added. Already you're fearful and you're adding more fear to your situation. So you need to be very mindful about where is it that you, with your thoughts, are adding second fear to your situation. And every time you need to be with a sword ready to cut. No space for second fear.